Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here in the beautiful Jardin du Luxembourg in Paris for an exciting meetup with developers and entrepreneurs. But here's the twist. We are joined by none other than Marc Lou. Marc has built an incredible reputation in the startup world, and today we are diving into his journey, insights, and what's making him the most talked about entrepreneurs in the game right now. We also will be chatting with other creative minds about startup, remote work, and future of the internet. Stay tuned and don't miss this inspiring conversation.
Okay, so first, again, thank you all for coming. Most of us, or at least we all want somehow to build stuff on the internet. The internet is a little bit a cold place, but when we meet in real, it's much warmer. And so it's good to see you, all of you, face to face. And the goal for this kind of meetups, hopefully, is to organize them at different places in the world. So I don't know if you're traveling around, and maybe we'll meet again in some different areas in the world, just so we get to meet each other. So there are three things I would like to cover. First, I would like to group questions. Just we're gonna raise hands, just to see a little bit of who is doing what. Then we're gonna do a little part of storytelling. If any of you has a warm story to share, a struggle and the lesson they learned, something beautiful that they built and they want to come in here and just talk about it. I'm gonna try to keep this under 3 minutes per person, so everybody gets a chance to talk a little bit. And then finally, I think since we're lots of people, I was literally expecting 20 coming, so much more than what I was expecting. But maybe we'll divide is of topic of interest. One could be marketing, one could be products, like finding startup ideas and launching it, whatever. And then another one could be lifestyle. And then we kind of try to make groups of interest and talk about that. And then in the end, we'll make a nice photo for Twitter, of course. And if you guys want to stay, meet, talk, whatever, just YOLO, okay? Okay, so again, just to tell you how prepared I am, I have 3 questions here. Who here, by raising your hand, who here lives in Paris? Wow. Okay, so I guess, and the other one, who is traveling? Okay, nice. Coming. Okay, who here is a programmer, can code? That's a lot of developers. Wow. Who can no code? Yes. No coder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we have to move to those small parts. Yeah, if there are too many people, so
Okay.
set this small part, we can
Just right here.
right
left.
right there in the room.
Okay. If anyone has a story they want to share, so that could be something that you struggled in your life, and then you find a way to fix it, and you learn something from it. Could be something extremely, something you're very proud of, something you achieved. Could be anything. If you want to come, you can come here. We can. I think we'll make 2 to 3 minutes per person. We not dragging too long, so everybody get a chance to talk. If no one wants to talk, and I get it, it's also fine. But I think it's interesting to hear each other, some stories, because lots of you are already making money, so it's very interesting. So just feel free to come here and talk. Good. There we go.
So hello everyone, I'm Simon. So basically I think I don't have maybe the same background of you all because I'm not really a programmer. I take the CodeFast course of Marc maybe 1 month ago. On the project with the past co-founders of Lemlist, with the big startups in France, etc. They exist 30 million, etc. But when I'm working with them, every time I want to transform my idea into a product, bring something in my head into reality, I was always dependent about their skills, and I never have the magic wood in my hand and just doing some this. So that's why I was really interested about development. So this is why I was really jealous about all of you guys, because you can just take your ideas and bring it to life with your computers, and I cannot. So that's why I take the course of Marc. It was really helpful. So maybe some testimonials, live testimonials. So because programming, it's really complicated for people who don't have the code. It's really hard to understand the full picture. And the course really helped me because it takes everything maybe on the surface and help me have the big picture and understand what is really building a product. And with my background in marketing and design, that have really helped me. So that's what I would share with with you guys.
Nice.
Hey everyone, my name is Taha and I started in 2016 with my first business. It was a startup that I had in mind of like some app or whatever, and I had to deal with agencies where I had to show them pitch them my project and get some pricing and so on. And all I had was like something going from 5,000 to 15,000 to 50,000 euro, and it was impossible for me to pay at the time I was a student. And so it was so frustrating that I decided to actually learn how to develop the app myself, until I found myself the same thing that I was scared of. I was the same thing that was my fear, which is agencies, dealing with agencies. I became exactly that, and I launched my own web agency with no code. Now it's that's like my full-time job now. I'm working as on that web agency. It's like a business that allows me to live and so on. And so we decided now to switch to another business plan, which is a startup studio where we try to launch as many apps as we can and hopefully have some success with these apps. Yeah, and we're still planning to go back to the same idea we wanted to launch in 2016. How long is that? 2016?
8 years. 8 years.
Oh, okay, 8 years. Yes. Yeah.
You have a problem to read your map.
Started building stuff like 5 years ago. I built Shopify apps basically. At first, awesome. We'll talk later. At first, it was like I spent a year or more trying to build an app, which I never launched. Then it was like 3 months trying to build an app that I never launched. Then it was 48 hours, and I built an app in public on Twitter, or X. And then I launched, and now it's something that has like 500 users, good MRR, and allows me to focus on something that I can grow. So I guess the moral of the story is stop waiting, don't spend 3 years and don't launch, just launch something shitty and hope for the best.
Yes, sir.
I know that in order to build a SaaS, that's my mindset, is to have a personal brand first and then build a SaaS second, because it's easier for you, because people have trusted you. Because when I saw your YouTube videos, I started with the first one and I watched all the other YouTube channels. So I get the trust, I trusted you, and I blindly buy from you anything you will. I trusted you. I watched all of your videos in like 2 hours, you know. So I started without on LinkedIn. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know how to shoot videos. I didn't know how to do anything. I started writing. I started connecting with people on LinkedIn, like random people. I don't know who are them. I don't know where they are located. And then I started writing. I made my first ever dollar on the internet from LinkedIn. I didn't know how to write either. I told him that I started writing, but I can do the same for you. Could you give me this opportunity? So he told me, I can give you this opportunity. He started giving me $400. I started paying this $400 for a coach to teach me how to get results. And then when I started getting results, I had the first case study for myself. And then I get the second, the third, the fifth. But then I hit the rock bottom. I lost all my clients. I lost my internship here. I got fired from the internship. But in the first year, in the first of 2024, I invested in the sales. So I had a skill. And then when I applied for sales jobs, I got a job in 2 days. So I started making money with sales. I didn't know how to sell also, but I started making money with sales. Calling was weird for me. You don't have the accent. You're calling American people. It's very hard. It's very hard to have an Arabic accent and you're calling American people. It's weird. And then I started making commission. And now I want, like, my plan is to launch, like, I don't know if you know Limlist. You are under the Middle East, right? Okay.
I found the startup with the ex-co-founder.
Yeah, I saw you on LinkedIn.
Oh.
That's why I am following you also. I like your content. So let me, like, I have two entrepreneurs, like they are like role models in the SaaS world for me, like you and Guillaume Maubach, and I would love to bring the same, if you want, milestones and opportunities that you bring to your to your people. I need to bring it the same for the Arabic people, because I think in the Arabic world we don't have the SaaS. We don't have. We only people try to copy. They don't try to customize the experience for the people in the Arabic world. They don't try to help them. They don't try to make money. I make 100K on the internet. You know, these guys jumping over the videos on Instagram. I made 10K, I made 100K, but they don't care about helping other people, trying to solve their problems. But I need to document my own journey and solve. Like now, I don't know how to write a script. So I need to find those problems, document them, and then try to convert them into a SaaS to help them, because I am a content creator and we have thousands of people who are creating content. They don't know how to write scripts, they don't know how to shoot a video, they don't know how to do a lot of things. So I need to do a SaaS that will help them in their creator journey in order to create content. So that's why I am here, and I need to learn more about SaaS, and I need to connect with people who can help me, or we can exchange ideas with each other.
Beautiful.
The point we did is we looked at similar accounts and looked at what's doing best, and then we decided to take those videos and make them their own. But you have to add an interesting thing to each video so that people are like, oh, this is new, or like, I haven't seen this before. Or even if you have strange backgrounds and change backgrounds every 3 to 4 seconds, it also has grabs attention. And then you make these videos, but the best way to get over 100 million views is that publish 3 videos a day differently. But this could be like different, same clips clumped together differently. And then as you do this, you see, okay, my audience likes this types of videos, these types of videos. I even tried it on my personal account. I don't like posting myself that much. But in over a week, I got, in one video, I got over 100,000 views, and my account was like 800 followers. So it really worked. I tried and tested, and hopefully you can get your own 150 plus video views.
Like, you take a format that works,
Yes,
and you apply your signature on it.
exactly. You have to have it with your own branding,
Okay.
and then yeah, it works.
That's
I
good
can
one,
add
I'm
something
doing the same
to
for you
that.
too.
When she sent that cold email, I was with her, and it's biggest fail of my life, because the cold email was very long. And as I was criticizing, oh no, that's too long, nobody is going to read it, there was a ping, and then we got an answer.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see all these crazy people who got here in Paris, which now looks more like London. And it's cold, but when I look at your beautiful faces, it warms me up. Thank you. I work on a project called ChatCGM. It's an AI chatbot assistant which connects to your CGM data. CGM is the continuous glucose monitoring. It's the biosensor which measures blood glucose all the time. And so you collect all the data, and then I built an AI bot which can interpret the data and give you health and lifestyle advice about it. So I started doing that about a year ago, and I left my job. And I'm now 32, and I'm married. So it's freaking scary. And I had a lot of doubts, and I wanted to stop many times. And I had like a lot of good feedback, and people saying, yeah, that's cool, but nobody was converting me. And I'm like, damn, probably it's not the thing. I should not do that. I don't make any money. It's already over a year how I do it. But then I realized that my paywall I had a very generous trial period, and I was just hesitant to charge people. I thought that my product is not good enough. And then at one point I realized, hey, if I don't put a paywall, people will not convert. kind of makes sense, but you know. So then I put the paywall and people started to pay, and even like annual subscriptions coming in. I'm like, what? So that was quite a lesson, and I think it was inspired a lot by this community. So thanks everybody who is doing this crazy shit. It's a huge motivation. Thank you, everything, and don't forget to put this freaking paywall.
A really quick lesson. I didn't know how to use JavaScript at all. I knew C#, Python, but no JavaScript. So I threw ShipFast into Pod and asked Pod how basically to set up a project. And the idea was that I was trying to solve something for myself, which is I wanted to start basically doing content for Twitter. And instead of basically doing the easy route, which is learning copywriting, I basically decided to train an AI to how to tweet. And I launched something that I regrettably called it TweetFast. And in around like 10 hours of releasing the app basically hit 127 euros MRR, and then started to grow from there. I started panicking, and I was like, oh, now the app is making money, but I don't have enough features in the app. So what I started doing was basically, I'm going to add a new feature, which is I'm going to start putting a scheduler in the app. And then the other thing that I did was I basically changed the pricing of the app to 9 euros per month, and I started basically giving a $145 lifetime deal. The funny thing is that I spend a lot of time basically building the scheduler for the app, and guess what feature no one uses?
Scheduler.
And guess who still doesn't tweet? Me. So the lesson is, even if the app is a very, very simple app, you don't know what the user is actually going to value, so just ship it. ShipFast actually paid for my trip for here today with TweetFast.
Wow. That is a beautiful story. This is not paid partnership. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yes. Pauline. Of course, yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen. We know each other from Twitter a little bit. She was featured on Starter Story. If you guys know what Starter Story is, she has a beautiful story which I really recommend you to watch after.
Okay.
Yes.
So hi everyone. So yes, I'm Pauline. Not used to work loud, but I will try to. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I did it the wrong way at the beginning. I created like Instagram page for a project. It was a failure. I trashed it. I put it in trash. And one day, it was the same for every project. One day I called a friend of mine that you might all, or most of you might know, is Thibaut Maker. I didn't know he was successful at all because he was a friend of mine from school. And I called him to do a project with him, and of course I didn't know he was successful, so he told me, oh, I don't have time for now, but he gave me advice to invest in myself, which I did. I tried to document everything on Twitter, and actually I didn't bring me much client for my SaaS because my SaaS is more for real estate. But by documenting, it gave me a lot of motivation. I think a few thousand people are now following me, and it helped because it encourages and you can help each other. Many people have me, so I encourage everyone now to share their journey. And last thing, I didn't know we were so many, but I bring cookies because people were picking Marc for DataFast to not being GDPR compliant.
Well, I think we can now move to the next stage, where we can divide into three groups. I think we're going to physically move. We're going to put a group in the middle for, let's say, marketing. That could be building an audience, that could be launching, that could be SEO, whatever. If you are interested in that, just go in the middle. If you're interested in more like finding startup ideas, scaling your app, anything that is product, what feature to build, how to find ideas, you can go on the left side or on your right side. And then if it's more about, I don't know, remote work, life, health, diet, or anything, you can go in this side. Then I'll let you move now. I'm very grateful and inspired by everybody mentioning that they had a good time and they want to do it again. So I'm gonna set up something. I'm gonna send all of you an email, maybe put everyone in a group, and I will notify when we do it again. I wanted to finish on one thing. I spent like 3 years mostly building stuff by my computer with my wife, of course, but it's like not meeting many people. Meeting all of you like fires me up, and this meetup started as a New Year resolution. Like literally a week ago, I was like, what if I start to meet some people? And I think it could be something bigger. I think we'll meet again somewhere in the world. I just want to mention that this little desire I had to create those meetups ended up bringing 100 people here. And it was the same at the beginning with entrepreneurship. Like, it was just a desire of freedom and just do my own thing. And so I would like you to take your own desires right now and act on it as soon as you go home.
Yes,
Build that
sir.
app, do the thing, and when we meet again next year, when we raise hand to see who is profitable and don't need to work again, I want everybody to raise their hand because you built that project. So thank you for coming. I was really very grateful for everyone for coming, for your kindness, and I hope you had a good time.
Yes.
I didn't have time to talk with everyone here, so I don't know how we can maybe catch up or connect or something like that.
I will take all of you's emails, which I have already, and I will put you in a WhatsApp or Discord group.
Perfect. Yes.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Do you guys want to make a photo?
Yes. And that's a wrap for today's meetup. We had some incredible conversation with passionate developers, creative entrepreneurs, and of course the legendary Marc Lou. I feel like it's always inspiring to hear how people are building the future one idea at a time. And if you enjoy the video and want more content like this, please subscribe and hit the like button. And let me know in the comments what subject should we dive in next. Thank you for watching, and until then, keep building.